Good morning.
Welcome back to Yirara.
What's up, Yirara fam? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Yirara2u. I'm Miss Tina, and you're joining me for What's That Sound? So for today's episode, can anyone remember the 2 hints from the previous episode? The hints are the type of games you play with Mr. Jansen, and the second one is you open them to walk through. So if you guessed it, the words are board and door. So you play board games with Mr. Jansen, and you have to open doors to get through. So board and door. So I'll give you a few seconds for you to guess what sound these 2 words have in common. So I'll give you a few seconds now. Alright, so the sounds for today are, drum roll please, or for board and or for door. You can see the or sound in board is O-A-R, and the or sound in door is O-O-R. So or for board and or for door. So remember that for the next time you're reading, writing and spelling. Bye now. I'll give you a hint for the next episode. The first one is you sit on these when you're in chapel, and the second one is you use it to tell the time. So be kind, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.
This week in art we were learning a couple of different painting techniques. One of those was blending and the other was called scumbling. And the first exercise that we did was painting a landscape scene. So we were painting some mountains and we were using those techniques in our painting. So we were blending the sky from a darker shade of blue to a lighter shade of blue. And we were using that scumbling technique to do some trees on the mountains. And then today we had another go at painting a different object of the student's choice using those same 2 painting techniques. So really in art what we're trying to do at the moment is just improve our painting, experimenting with some different painting techniques. Okay, so scumbling, that might be a word that you've not heard before. It really is just using the paintbrush in a different way to achieve a different effect. So I can use my paintbrush to paint smooth lines, or I can use my paintbrush to, with my wrist a bit like that, to make this kind of effect on the paper. You might want to have a go if you've got a paintbrush at just practicing blending nice smooth lines and scumbling, just rotating your wrist around a little bit. Yeah.
choose it. Right. I choose it. Right. Okay, so I have got 1, 2, and 3. Drivers 1, 2, and 3. That's all. Gentlemen, we have sweet and sour. Okay, just to know, you cooking for the whole.
You're well. What are you making, Javis?
Making a cake.
Very nice. What are you doing? What ingredients are in the bowl?
Sugar and butter. We're making the African cake.
Hello, here we are at the cinema. Let's look at the ticket prices and work out which one is best for our family. So we've got a family of 4, but let's work out the prices separately first. All members are $10 each. That's adults, children, each member. Adults only are $19 each. A child 3 to 14 is only $14.50. A family pass costs $70. So a family of 4, working it out, 2 adults and 2 children. The 2 adults at $19 each is $38. 2 children at $14.50 each is $29. You add them up and you get $67. So as a family, you save the $70, take the $67, you save $3. But if you're a member, each person only pays $10. So mum and dad $10 each, the two children $10 each, that is $40. So the $40 price is the cheapest.
Hello and good day to you. My name is Miss Elizabeth. Welcome to Literacy Skills for Life. In part 1, we created a Word document and added a map of our community, showing the distance from our community to, say, Alice Springs or Darwin. Open a Word document and call it the name of our community, Information Population. My community is Alice Springs. Save it into My Documents. Using Google search, type in what is the population of your community. Use the snippet tool to take a picture of the information and paste it onto the Word document. Go back to the address in the address bar of the Google search page and copy. Paste it onto the Word document as a reference. Type in a title, Reference for the Population Information. Insert a text box and write about what you have learned. The population of Alice Springs in 2019 is 26,390 people. Well done. Type into Google search, what are the languages spoken in your community? For me, it is Alice Springs. The information we are looking for comes from the Aboriginal Languages in NT, the ntgov.au address. You can see many of the communities are on the first page. We can see the language and the communities in which the language is spoken. If your community is not on this first page, simply scroll down, and as you scroll down, you'll find other communities and other languages spoken near or in your community. Once you have found the information you are looking for, take a snippet shot and paste it onto your Word document. Remember to use format, wrap text and square. Copy and paste the web address and type in a title. Insert a text box. Type in the information you have learned about the languages spoken in your community. The languages spoken in Alice Springs are Warlpiri, Pitjantjatjara, Eastern Arrernte, Central Arrernte, Western Arrernte, Luritja, Bindabee, Yirara, Anamadura, and English. Make sure that you go back and correct the spelling. One tip, do your typing first and then go back to make all the corrections at one time. Well done! We will follow the same process as before. What is the climate and weather like in your community? When we look at the information on the screen, we can see an arrow that points down to all months. Click on this arrow. All the months from January to December come into view. Use the snippet tool and copy and paste this table into your Word document. Remember to copy and paste the web address and give it a title. Insert a text box and type in what you have learned. Alice Springs is warm during the winter at 20 degrees and up to 37 degrees in the summer. The winter mornings are cold, getting as low as 4 and 5 degrees. The most rain falls between November and February. Go back to the web page and you will notice graphs. Click on Graphs. These both look like very good graphs to include with our information. One is for temperature. Also, there is a rainfall graph. Use the snippet tool to copy and paste these two graphs into the Word document. Remember to save your work. Let's check to see how much progress we have made. Well done.
Aha! It's time for another session of STEM. Science, technology, engineering and maths.
Hi, in today's science lesson we're going to be making bouncy balls using glue and borax. This is what we'll end up with. Let's go. The ingredients and equipment we'll need are borax, some beakers or glasses to stir and make the borax solution in, the glue to add to make the ball, some cups or something disposable so you can throw away after you've mixed your solution, colouring if you desire some coloured bouncy balls, and sticks or spoons to stir it with. We're ready to go. First step is adding a flat teaspoon of borax into 20 ml of hot water and dissolving it. Stirring it helps it to dissolve a little bit quicker. Next, we get our cup with the glue and add our colouring if we'd like to have a coloured ball. Need to mix it well in before we add the borax solution. Next step is adding a teaspoon of our pre-mixed borax solution into the glue and food colouring. Mix it really quickly and try to pull it out and get it off the stick as soon as you can. It'll go a sticky spiderwebby consistency like this. Once you do that, pull it out and start to roll it in a ball. So what's really happening here? Well, when we added the glue to the borax water, it made the glue become firm and bouncy. It's because the borax reacted with the glue, causing the polymers or the long chains of molecules in the glue to stick together and form an elastomer. When the borax and the glue mixture are mixed together, the borax acts like a cross-linker, hooking the glue's molecules together to form the rubbery bouncy ball. When you first pull it out of the cup, it'll be really sticky like this, but just keep rolling it and it'll start to stick together like it is now and firm up. It'll need time to cure before you can start bouncing it. In about half an hour, you'll have a nice firm round rubber ball that you can start to bounce. And as with all our science experiments, we need to document it. Did it work the way it was meant to? Is there something you would do differently next time? You could write what the texture was like, or how the food colouring went in. Was it enough? Too much? Too little? We hope you enjoyed today's experiment. Don't forget to send us in your pictures and look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.
The annual Yirara Athletic Carnival looms up next Friday. Caitlin Armstrong creates a message to share. 8.4 visit Simpsons Cap. Clondalk presents the Super Training Program. Good morning, I'm Mahalia Presley with Yirara News. Next Friday, Block 2 and 3 is the Yirara's Athletics Carnival. Mr. McLean has said it's time to dust off your running shoes and warm the shoulders in preparation for the big day. He also advised there will be a pizza lunch for the winning house. Let's have a look. Caitlin Armstrong has created and showed it for her Year 12 assessment test and also sharing a strong message. Let's have a look.
Having an education is going to make you get a job and have a better life ahead of you, so that when you have a family, your life won't be hard as you imagine it would be.